All right, welcome back to LearnWire. I'm taking a look at Agility and just some of the things that they've been up to. It's been months since I've used this tool as well, so I want to go and take a look at it. What they are adding here, this authorship and expertise, EEAT, bio generator, you can add all that, and then you can actually tell it, you can come in here to author's background to the project settings. So specific to a project, you can also create this for based on your website or basically on your project. And then we can come down here and you can actually come in here and set the authoritativeness of the introduction style right over here. And then you can also manually place in author in brackets, author background anywhere throughout the prompt right over here as well. So they got some really cool stuff. I'm not going to be looking at that exact thing today. I will be doing more tutorials and so forth. Today I want to just log in and do a one-click article right over here. So if I click on that, then we can go over here and we can go and grab our title right over here that we've been testing out. And we'll come back over here and we'll throw that in right here. We'll say the main keyword is also that as well. We can say get an article title like we did in the last one as well. So then it came up with this title right over here, Ultimate Guide, How to Train Your Puppy to Pee Outside Successfully. So we have the output language, we have article, I'm just going to say short, we have our structured text, we'll just say standard. We have our standard mix right over here with the AI model. It looks like this uses a mix of 3.5 and GPT-4 handling complex tasks and important headings. Full GPT-4 not available in one-click mode. So I'm kind of thinking that I need to back out of this and use, I'm going to back out to make it fair because even in SEO writing AI, I was able to use their highest quality writer. So we'll go into probably to an advanced mode right over here. And we'll go and just do this again real quick. So we'll paste that in, we'll get our article title, we'll come in here, we'll just keep it at where it's at, 5 main headings, article structure, the standard, I want the full GPT-4. Oh, you can use Claude Opus right over here as well. That's cool. I'm going to go with the GPT-4 for the better comparison. Factual data, in-depth factual data. I want to use it to the best that we can, right? So dog, lovers, something like that. And I did push enter on accident right there. And then it went ahead and just decided to write the article. So that is something that's going to happen on accident. Let me come back over here and fix this real quick. We're back in creating a new one. Don't push enter because if you push enter, it's going to add the writing to queue. So don't push enter while you're on this screen. In-depth, factual research, tone of voice. We can go with, we'll just say friendly, professional, point of view, auto, first person. I'm going to say first person right here. We are writing style. And this is where that authoritativeness and you can create all these different writing styles. And they have a bunch right over here. Anti-AI detection, concise tone, informal tone. I'm going to go with the informal anti-AI. Why not, right? So I'm going to go with that. They also have a humanize as well. So there was another one that was humanize. So not quite sure what the difference between that and the AI content detection one is. But then we have introduction right over here, engaging. I'm going to go with that. And then we'll go with conclusion style, concise. Okay, so custom instructions and knowledge. This is where we would set everything up. I'm not going to go with that. And I believe that there is a way to hook up Neuron Writer now. There's an API and everything. So there's been a lot that has happened to Agility Writer since I have done any tutorials on it. I will dive into those in later tutorials today. Just want to go and create this article based on what we can get out of, just what you would get out of the box, basically. I'm just going to create the outline real quick. And perhaps when I pushed enter earlier, maybe that just created the outline. It didn't actually start writing. So that's good. Good to know. All right. So, and we get this little warning up here. Anti-detection writing only works well with full GPT-4, but I thought we already had selected full GPT-4 right there. Cool. So it should work because we had that selected. So we have our outline right over here. I don't have words to add over here. We're just going to move forward because I don't have a quick button to add words. So we're going to go like that. We will do the key takeaway. We can add the styling. Why not? Entity enrichment. Why not? FAQs, title and description, improve readability right over here. We may get a shorter article with this. I'm going to go ahead and click it though, because they have it as an option. First-hand experience. I'm going to go ahead and click that. I don't know what that does, if it adds it, because we didn't do any kind of personalization to this. Maybe this just, I believe what this does is it tries to add content as if you're the expert. So we're going to go ahead and leave that. Authority links, outbound links, that's fine. I'm not really sure what you guys think about the disabling transitions. Because I mean, naturally, if you were writing as a human, you would transition into the next paragraph and section. But again, having transitions and having AI write them can show a pattern, right? But we're going to leave it off. Internal links, external quotes, okay, we're looking good. We don't want any photos, so we're going to leave that. Publish settings, none, and then add to queue. So now it's going to go and write. So yeah, earlier it didn't write. It was just probably creating an outline for us. So pretty cool that we have going on right here. We'll come back and do the rest of the testing. Let me come back over here and show you, I did put out a poll. We do have some voters. Let me go refresh this. And we are at five votes. And it looks like 4 of you have said just use originality. So I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. We also have some comments of people that just said, yeah, go ahead and just use originality as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just make that call real early on this poll to go ahead and just use originality for our content testing. So then we would come back over to our AI testing spreadsheet over here. And I actually would need to redo this. I'll go get those articles that I wrote in Claude and ChatGPT, and I'll actually get new percentages from them. But what I need to do is I need to remove this. So I'm going to delete that right there. We're also not going to do copy leaks anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that as well. We're going to just use Originality AI as our full testing mode. So I'm going to go ahead, and this one is going to be Article 5, and it's going to be from Agility. And then also one other change I'm going to make is I went and tested out. I've been using this right over here, setting it all up with all the sources and everything. It is super cool. And I think there's some great use cases for this to kind of create your own knowledge base and then be able to prompt it and ask questions. But really, when we come over here and look, we had an 8, an 8, and an 8. The 8 overall score. When I go in and I look at my GPT that I created, it also came with the overall score of an 8.5. And this one actually dives in even deeper on the analysis. So basically, I took the article right from my last video from SEO Writing AI. I pasted the entire thing in, and then it graded it for helpfulness. And it actually dives in really strictly on every single part that it's grading. And then it gives an overall score of 7. And you can see we have a 9, 8, and a 7. So the average was 7. And then it did human sounding. We had a 9, 10, and a 9. So it should be 9 point something on the human score. And that's where the 9.3 comes from. So then the overall score is right here. So I think that my GPT is actually pretty darn good. And so I'm going to go ahead and just use my AI content grader because it's going to make it way faster. I don't have to go and copy it into a Google Doc and upload a new source every time. I can show you what this looks like in here. This is the prompt right over here. And then basically be sure for you to know what the exact Google guidelines are, see the attached knowledge file, and then I say to give it a grade right. And I don't think that I even said to grade it based on the, but it did it anyway. I thought, okay, so here we go. An average of the first 2 scores reflecting the content right over there. It doesn't actually say it. I'm going to go ahead and specify. So grade. You know what? I'm not going to put that in there because it did it really well. I will add this if I need to, but it is smart enough that it did a good job. So that's what the GPT looks like. Looks really good. So let's go back over to Agility real quick, see if our article's done or not. It's 59% done. We'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so we have how to successfully train your puppy to pee outside completed. And this was written in the shortest form that we can. And it created a 2,800 word article. So one of those things that you have to be aware of if you're using Agility is that it's going to create a ton of content. Even if you want it to only create a short article, it's still going to create a large article for you. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of look through this real quick. So right over here, I like this. Trust us. We've walked in those shoes, dodging puddles and piles and wondering the same thing during our journey to cleaner, floors, we stumbled upon a fascinating tidbit. Dogs inherently avoid soiling their sleeping quarters, making crate training a golden nugget in potty training. So that's something that's a really, really good nugget that you almost need to train them into a crate, and that's going to actually basically potty train them, right? And that's actually true because that's what we've done with our pups as well. So our blog is designed to be your guidebook through this adventure. So little things like that, this adventure, it's kind of, that's kind of corny. You probably would just wipe that out. We've compiled all the essential tips for potty training, establishing blah, 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 key takeaways, setting up for success, spend time with your puppy, embrace the crate. We have a happy puppy is one that knows where to rest and relax. Overall, this probably just seems like it's the best overall content so far right out of the box that I've seen. Establish a schedule. But we'll see what my grader says, right? We have this, unleash the power of the leash, transitioning from an indoor potty training. We have all this content right over here. So pretty good stuff. Article end. And then we have all this other stuff and information right there. So I'm going to copy the article, and then we're going to go and do our testing now. So I'm going to go over here to ChatGPT and pull up my content grader GPT that I created a couple days ago, AI content grader. And then I just paste this in, and then I push enter, and then it's going to go and grade this for us. I'll go over to Hemingway and we'll go grade this as well. And this is grade 7. So all these AI writers are, at the end of the day, I mean, who are we kidding, right? These AI writers, they're getting it from ChatGPT, and we already know that ChatGPT performed well with the Hemingway test at an 8. And so that is kind of why we're seeing this. ChatGPT in general has improved drastically when it comes to readability going way down. So that's really, really good. So we've got the grade 7. Let's go ahead and just put that in right here. We've got a grade 7. And then let's go see what ChatGPT says real quick. We'll come down here and we have perfect. So we have a 9 and an 8 and an 8.5. So we have a 9, an 8. And so really those are the only scores that I'm actually going for. I mean, if you hovered over both of these, you're getting the average is an 8.5. And that's what the average would be. But basically, we don't really need to include the overall score. We just need the first 2 right there. So they're both in green. We've got the Hemingway scores good as well. Now let's go and test the originality score. So we'll go over to originality right over here, and we will do a new scan. And we'll throw that in, and we will scan now. 26 credit. Yikes. Just going to scan that real quick. So we're just going to use originality. You guys all agreed that this was the best. So this is impressive. We got the 95% original score right over here. So that's impressive. So this one's only 5% AI. So the way that I have this right is this one would be a 0.05 for percentage. I need to take this one out right here as well. So I'm going to delete that column because we're not going to do an average anymore. And then the AI grade is a 5%, right? So we're over here. So it gets a 10. So that gets a 10 right there. Super, super cool. So these are all green. So if we have a 7 right over here, then the 7 also gets max points at 2. So then that basically means that agility on this first trial, this first run, without even getting into, I want to test out the adding in more about our business. And it looks like SEO writing is working on being able to add those functionalities in. Agility beat them to it. So I'm going to create more videos on this, guys. And so what we really need to do is I'm going to have to test some of these articles out and see how well the articles are, and then see if we can get them ranking as well. I'm probably gonna have to build a new site in order to see if we can get some of this content right here ranking. But basically these two are green as well. So we got a 29 right over here. Agility writer so far is the highest score that we have gotten at 29. SEO writing got a 26, and these both are outperforming Koala right now. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these tests. It's pretty cool stuff. Just kind of interesting to be testing these out after some time. Let me know what you guys think. There'll be a link to Agility below, and I will see you in the next video.